Welcome back to BK's Flies. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I got my phone taken away. Who cares? But today I'm going to be talking about salmon snagging and things that you can use during that time period, during October. Well, during the entire month of October and the beginning of November. And I'm going to be going over the tackle and the rods and stuff that I use. I usually use 40-pound line, well, braided line. But I ran out of that. But today I'm going to be showing you one of my other rods that I use for salmon snagging. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the hooks that we use and different kinds of setups that you could use them in. So this is a regulation snagging hook. You could usually get this at any tackle store or Walmart or anywhere that sells tackle. But if you're in the South Valley, you can get them for cheap instead of going to Walmart. They're around $15 for 100 hooks, and if you go to Walmart, it's around $25 for 15 hooks. It's absolutely ridiculous. And these are handmade too, so these won't fail you. And some of the other rigs I would use, it would usually be one of these swivels, and one of these weights, and I have a triple hook on the end of this too. Well, I would have a triple hook, but the way I would set this up, I would put this weight on, and then put this wouldn't have the weight on it. Just keep that in mind. And that's basically how you would set it up if you didn't have any weights or weighted hooks on you. And that's basically it. And you just launch it out as far as you can. And sometimes the school would come in really close, and you could just get them at like 4 feet of water sometimes. But most of the times they're out in the middle of the lake, and the best times to go is in the morning and around noon. Yeah, around that area. And show you my rods. The rod that I use. I use this Tiger rod. Well, it's from Tiger, actually. And it is it could hold up to 50 pounds. Well, 50-pound line on it. So that's I have this set up with 15 because whenever you're going salmon snagging, the fish are usually around 15, 16 inches. And if you're lucky, you get a 25-incher. And that's pretty rare to get one of those. And this is a 6.5 foot rod. Well, you need length and mostly length with your rods, because you need to get out there far. And the way you would fish for salmon, snagging salmon, you would launch it out and reel it back like that, just constantly throwing it out. And you just yank back on the rod, and it's just like you're setting the hook on any fish, basically. And one of the other ways I would like to set up my rods, if I didn't have any weighted hooks, I would get a bullet weight. And any bass rod, any bass hook would work. I would set it up basically like I would set up any other rig. So you just end up putting it on, tying on a triple hook whenever you have your bullet weight on. It'll basically sit like this. But usually I'd go with a 1/2 ounce bullet weight. Those are the best to use in this kind of, if you don't have that kind. Because you need to get down really deep. Not super deep, but just deep enough where you can reach the fish. Reach the school of fish. And basically how I would tie mine, I would triple knot it, basically. With every time I turn it, I'd go around 3 times and do that over and over again. And then after I'm done doing that 3 times, I'll go around another 3 times, 2 more times, and that would basically have a strong base to it. I'll show you guys. So you have this hook, you just thread it through, spin it through 3 times. So that's once. Then I'll go around another 3 times. 1, 2. And that basically stops this knot from sliding out. Well, the knot that I first tied, well, a barrel knot that I tied just now. And those 2 regular knots would keep that from falling out. Well, keep it from slipping. And if you really want to go, like hard at it, then you'd get one of these wire leaders. This is about 16 inches long, this wire leader. And hold on, give me a second. Alright. This is a 16-inch long wire leader. It holds up to 45 pounds. And it's like, I mean, it's really strong. I've got this stuck on a lot of debris, like rocks and stuff like that on the bottom. And you just flip the rocks underwater, basically. It's pretty crazy. And, basically, you would go over the same thing, the same knots that I would show you. And, anyway, you'd, say, you could use it with the same rigs that I just showed you. You could do it, like, honestly, any way you wanted to do it. You can have one of these on there if you're going musky fishing. And usually, whenever I go to blue water, I would either, well, this is getting off topic, so, either if you go to blue water, well, if I go to blue water, I would use one of these little bass, little rattling wrap, and one of these crayfish, because the last time we went, we caught nothing but crayfish for the first couple of hours we were there. It was pretty weird. Like, I caught them on live action lures. It's fucking ridiculous. It's really stupid. And I mean, this is pretty big for the size that we're catching over there. Like, every time we throw it in, we'd catch like maybe 2 crawdads at a time. They'd be on the lure, and it was pretty crazy. I've never actually had that happen to me until I went to that lake. And if you're gonna be going a little smaller, well, getting back on topic, if you're gonna be going a little smaller for salmon snagging, you'd either for the lighter rods, I would use a 1/4 ounce for this, well, a 1/4 ounce weight for this one. And I'd go with a small hook or any bigger hook, any big hook that you have, basically. Same concept, the wire leader. Just imagine the silver weight isn't there. It'll work the same. And I have a couple other rods. I wanted to go salmon snagging with my Abu Garcia rod, but I wasn't gonna risk the chance of breaking it because that rod is too damn expensive, and I don't really feel like losing it. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube break their rods on bass, and I don't think I'm gonna go snagging with that rod anytime soon. But my next video, I'll be talking about, I don't know, anything basically. You just gotta think about it. And I might be tying some jig heads, like also some what do you call those? Football weight heads, football jigs, or whatever you want to call them. And I'll be tying some of those with feathers and squirrel fur, something like that. So I have a lot of furs, like deer furs and elk furs to use. But anyway, that was basically my catch on snagging salmon. 15-pound line would work pretty good. It works for me. But if you really want to go heavy, go 40-pound braided line. Put in a lot of braided line. I mean, like the entire roll, if your rod could take it. And this wire leader, basically. And you won't break off at all. You just have to flip the rocks, basically. But if you get onto a big rock, it's screwed. You're gonna cut up your hands really bad. And that's pretty much it for this video. And I've been wanting to tie this. It is, I don't know, I got this from a couple years ago. I found this on the ground. And I was planning on doing something with this. I wanted to make like a streamer out of it. But, you see how it works. Well, alright guys, see you later. It's been BK's Fly Time. Out.